And welcome back everybody, this is Tycoon Gamer 1995 once again, and I had to go around and do a bunch of menial things, so I didn't record all that anyway. I'll wait till this is done.
The Angara have been gracious. Everything's going well.
I'll just talk to them first.
I've lied to a director before.
The ambassador's messages are overflowing again.
Pathfinder, it's a pleasure. I'm Ambassador Riala, Chief Diplomat for the Initiative on Aya. I was removed from Cryo specifically for this. Quite the wake-up call.
I know what it's like, jumping out of the cryopod and into the fire.
You've had it far worse. My condolences on your loss. I hear you're to thank for our new ties with Aya. This is our best shot at an alliance. Now we just need to keep our people from wrecking it, no matter how hard they try.
I'm not gonna like this, am I?
No more than I do. A Solarian botanist named Sorvis Len is here, learning how to improve our crops. He sent an urgent comm, saying a member of the Angaran resistance had threatened him.
What happened?
I'm not sure. Sorvis is an excellent scientist, but not the best communicator. I'm concerned this could escalate if someone doesn't look into it, but I don't have the staff to spare.
I can go settle things. I'm a friendly face for both sides.
That would be helpful. With any luck, we can prevent this from getting worse.
Aside from Sorvis Len, is everything okay? Need anything else?
Actually, yes. Director Tan gave me a project. He wants more Aya natives to live on the Nexus. He thinks it will deepen our partnership. A few Angara expressed interest, but none of them will agree to live on the Nexus without speaking to you first.
Why me?
After what you've accomplished? I didn't want to bother you, but you asked. I'll point you towards the candidates. If you could convince them to transfer, I'd be grateful.
But they don't say why.
That's all for now.
I'm here if you
Why
need anything.
me? I was specifically asked. Oh, and with the Solarian botanist being threatened, once you meet him, you'll understand why. The guy is such an asshole.
I can't work under these conditions. What does it take to be left alone?
Ease off. I'm here to help. You reported that someone in the Resistance threatened you. Tell me exactly what happened.
I didn't know Riala was sending the Pathfinder. I deserve no less, of course. I was measuring the photonic dispersal from the canopies when some random brute interrupted me. I asked him to move, and he got nasty. Said it was my fault his friend was dead. Ridiculous.
Do you know what he meant by that?
He ranted nonsense about a vessel and selling slots to outsiders. He got right up in my face and compared me to a ket. He wanted to kill me. I could see it in his eyes. The whole conversation made no sense. I think he was inebriated.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but dial it down. We're guests here.
Exactly. We shouldn't have to put up with this. When he left, I tagged him with infrared dye from my sample kit. Invisible to the naked eye, but not to a scanner.
I'll scan people around the Resistance headquarters. See if I find him.
You're supposed to represent our interests on Aya. Go, represent. I have work to do.
Like I said, such an asshole.
You have questions? Be quick.
What else did your scan reveal about me?
You're strong, tough. But much of Helios is inhospitable to human biology. You won't have it easy.
Never have. How do humans stack up against your people and the Ket?
You lack biological advantages, but your technology may offset that.
It can't have been easy, holding out by yourselves against the Ket.
Before them, it was the Scourge. Our entire civilization was almost wiped out. Centuries of rebuilding.
It says a lot that you've made it this far.
We'll go much further.
How do you stay busy when you're not scanning strangers from another galaxy?
I research and develop organic tactical equalizers.
That sounds scary.
Only to those who threaten Aya.
Did you scan me on your own? Or did someone put you up to it? Paran? Ephra?
I'm a scientist. I want to understand anything outside my knowledge and experience.
All that information you collect is for personal use?
Of course not. Angara share knowledge. It's how we survive.
Thanks for your time.
Yes, yes. Go.
I detect the infrared dye Sorvis Len used to mark the person who threatened him.
I know why you're here. The botanist. You want an apology for what I said to him.
I only have one side of the story. Tell me yours.
It's hard to explain.
Try me.
Aya isn't big enough to give everyone a home. We each live here a short time and then move on. For someone to come, another must go. The exchanges are chosen at random. We call this arrangement the Vassal. Time of change. It worked well. Until now.
The Vassal never accounted for outsiders living on Aya.
There's only so much room. When our leaders agreed to make a place for your people here, it came with a cost. My friend won a place on Aya, but he sold that slot so one of you could stay here instead.
Sold it how? What did he get?
Comforts for his family, resources to improve their home on Haval. He always put others before himself. That's how he died, fighting Ket on Vold. When I found out, I was angry. Said things to your botanist I shouldn't have, but I'd never hurt your people.
I believe you. And I'm sorry for your loss. Between us, that botanist is kind of a jerk.
He didn't fear my anger. I respect that.
I'll talk to our ambassador. See if we can minimize our impact on your Vassal.
We don't expect things to be easy. Only that you understand, nothing is free for us.
Yes, I know I'm going in snake patterns, but my damn microphone mute and unmute switch keeps falling. So I gotta keep reaching for it one-handed while trying to make sure I'm not walking into a wall. Anyway, the reason why I stopped back there and went back is because I saw something I didn't recognize and went back and then realized it was the fast travel station. So, yeah.
Good to see you. Any news on what happened to Sorvis Len?
Do you know about the Vassal? The Angaran lottery that decides who gets to live on Aya?
I've heard of it. Why?
Angar are selling their slots to come here, so our people can stay in their place. Including a member of the Angaran resistance. He was killed on Vold. Wouldn't have happened if he'd been here.
No one told me of this arrangement. Well, we have to do something.
We could let Angar who give up their slots live on the Nexus. It's safer than Vold.
Exactly what I was thinking. No one should suffer on our behalf. Thank you, Pathfinder. I'll forward your proposal to Director 10 immediately.
Just leveled up.
That's all for now.
I'm here if you need anything.
Alright, there's another task that I gotta do. It's right here. No, I don't have to do it, I just feel as though I want to. Because, well, never done it before.
Pathfinder, Ambassador Riala didn't think you'd have time for me.
She said you needed to talk before agreeing to live on the Nexus.
This is the opportunity of a lifetime. I'm an anthropologist, but I've only ever studied my own people. I've heard the Nexus is home to multiple species and cultures. It will be fascinating, and possibly dangerous. Bacteria, viruses, other contaminants. My family worries about me. Are you sure I'll be safe?
We'll take every precaution, but entering an alien environment is always a risk.
I appreciate your honesty, and so will my family. I'll convince them to let me go. Thank you.
You're one of Ambassador Riala's candidates to live on the Nexus.
I am. Glad you finally showed up. Let's get down to it. I've lived my whole life wanting to meet aliens who didn't want me dead. But my family's here. How can I stay in touch with them from the Nexus?
You'll have ways to send them text messages and comm transmissions.
I want contact with the people I love. You offer machines. Not good enough, Pathfinder.
Way over there.
Ambassador Riala said you're thinking of moving to the Nexus.
Pathfinder. I'm honored even to be considered for the transfer. I won't be happy as just an observer. I need to work. I engineer power systems. Will I be allowed employment alongside your people?
That's the whole point of this exchange. The Nexus needs people like you.
That's all I needed to hear. I'll have your ambassador start the transfer. Thank you.
We're gonna go finish Charles' loyalty mission, I guess is what it would be called. Not exactly sure if that's 100% correct or just something different else. But, yeah. Anyway.
Ryder, Lexi was looking for you.
You have new email at your terminal, Pathfinder.
We need to talk about Sam.
Dr. Taparo does not approve of how we escaped the Ket containment field on the Archon's flagship.
By stopping the Pathfinder's heart? No, I do not approve.
Relax, Doc. It turned out okay.
Dying, even temporarily, is never okay. Ryder, Sam killed you. Yes, he brought you back, but what if he didn't?
I cannot learn without the Pathfinder. That would be akin to killing a part of myself.
Your lines of code, you can't die.
Sam would never hurt me.
Thank you, Scott.
Look, I'm not against Sam. I'm not against you, Sam. But my job's hard enough without an AI stopping your heart. Even to save your life.
Your concern is noted, Doctor.
Of course it has.
Lexi, I apologize for any distress I have caused you.
And I'm sorry for calling you lines of code. You're more than that. Even if you don't have cells to prove it.
I need to go back to Gadara so I can actually see what it's actually like now. But let's see what this is about.
Are you still trying to figure out how to eat Helios flora?
Oh, shoot. I was talking out loud again, wasn't I?
Seriously, a strange one, that Suvion. Which reminds me, the reason I went to Aya was to get different things so I can make more weapons. And here I am squandering this time that I could be using to actually make more weapons. But first I need to go back to the Nexus for the double mod extension. The reason for the double mod extension is so I can put more, more modifications such as clips, barrels, stocks, receivers on the different weapons. Why you can't just slap a bunch of mods that you have on there already, I have no idea. But them's the breaks.
I'm picking up something. Deploying probe. I found something.
And that's probably a Dawnstar reference from Skyrim. I'm not 100% sure of that, but I'm taking a picture of that. There we go. Anyway, back over to Havarl.
Entering atmosphere. LZ in sight.
Any word on Tuvint and the others?
No. All traffic and communication from the Forge have stopped. It's under Aksul's control now.
Any advice on how to get inside?
My shuttle can drop you nearby, but that's about all I can do. Ephra doesn't want to make enemies of the Rokar unless we have to.
We'll keep a low profile.
Avka says you need a ride to the Forge. You ready?
Let's do this. Jarl, you sure you want me here? Bringing an outsider.
There's usually a hell of a lot more of a conversation there, even a cutscene. That's the first time I've ever gone through there without it.
Rokar. Huh. Let the bastards know we're coming.
It'd be easier if we knew where to find your family.
The Moshai brings all of her students to the Forge. I know my way around. It's deserted. Govatan is usually filled with travelers.
Avka said no traffic in or out.
I don't like this.
Where are the Rokar?
Wherever the Angara went, they left a lot of supplies behind. Found something. Looks like a journal.
Everyone's so enamored with Aksul. You'd think he was a Moshai. I told Droka to make him leave, but she said that all Angara welcome at the Forge, especially one trying to protect our culture.
Protection? Is that what he promised?
Sounds a lot more like poppycock to me. Fanatics don't protect, they destroy.
Place is trashed.
They left in a hurry.
Or we're forced out.
Aksul pulled us out of the lab today. Talked to us about the Milky Way menace.
I smell blood.
It's Angaran.
Aksul doesn't kill Angara.
The amount of blood and backspatter suggests a non-lethal blow.
So he just beat the shit out of them.
Dehydrated. No one's watered them for a while.
These were taken from the forge. They would have been given the utmost care.
Axel pulled us out of the lab today. Talked to us about the Milky Way menace. Shaven says he's a radical, but he's only saying what everyone's thinking.
The makings of a new recruit.
Axel's very persuasive. My brothers and sister are proof of that.
One of the Roka left a slice of fresh elmuck at my station. I tried to thank him, but he wouldn't say 2 words to me. I think they've been ordered not to become friendly with us.
Lethul, my brother, loves Elmok. It's his favorite.
Think he's the one who brought it to her?
Maybe. But the rest doesn't sound like him. Lethul is very talkative.
You hear that?
Axel's...
Thought you said you got them all.
I did. Who must have?
Alien, kill it.
Shit. Hope no one heard that. Accounted for? What does that mean?
Were they rounding them up?
So much for going in quiet!
Ha ha! Quiet's overrated. Surrender's not an option with your Roka. Take them out!
Kill them! Bring the bodies to us too!
Come on! Don't give them an opening! You want more? I'll give you more. Keep fighting! Anyone else? I don't get taken down by grunts. Just a little longer!
Area clear. Any sign of your family?
Oh.
The Rokar know we're here. Maybe that will flush them out. It's locked. Sam, any suggestions?
I detect electrical wiring underground, Pathfinder. You can use the scanner to follow the wires.
There. Doors should be unlocked.
There's a bridge to the ruins beyond those doors. My family...
Whoa!
Damn!
I take it the Rokar didn't want us going that way. How are we going to get to them now?
We'll have to jump down.
We got company! Sharpshooters!
Keep your heads down. Axul must have sent reinforcements. like hijacks. Push to higher ground! Stubborn bastards.
Up that ledge.
Intruders have reached the nest.
I count 3.
Wait! I know those voices.
Lathul, go for backup.
Lathul! Wait! Stop!
It's Jal. Jal, is that you?
Barrage. Our mother sent me.
All of them?
Did our mother send this human too?
Jarl, you didn't tell me your sister was such a badass.
Your people are a joke.
Tevint, please.
Why'd they send you?
Because we've lost enough to the kid. They're afraid to lose you to this insane cause.
But, Jal...
I want you to meet my friend, Scott, so you can see that Aksul is wrong.
Trust me, we have as much to give you as you have to give us. We all win.
Who cares?
The Angara don't want anything you have.
We don't need you.
Jal, our mothers want us to live truthfully.
It's because I love my mother that I will die for this
Aksul is
cause.
going to blow this place
Lathul!
up. That's why he sent the researchers away.
Stop.
He has bombs.
Talking.
Stolen from your people.
Those bombs go off, it'll look like the initiative did it.
We have to disarm them.
And look what fanaticism has made you do.
No. The bombs in the forge. I'm okay, Jal. I'll be fine.
You gonna make it?
I hate Aksul. Don't let him win.
You got it.
I'm glad you're here.
Find those bombs. If Aksul's willing to blow up the forge, there's nothing he won't do. Ryder, if he shows up...
I know. Follow your lead.
The bombs are already set.
How long do we have?
A few minutes at most.
Plenty of time.
One down!
Now the others! Watch your head! shuttle.
Think Tavit warned them?
Maybe. Dead.
Controls weren't responding. I was trying to get the next piece of the overshield lay. Basically, that consumable gives me a full shield.
The bombs are already set.
How long do we have?
A few minutes at most.
Plenty of time.
Seriously, it's like all of a sudden they became expert marksmen.
Bombs are already set.
How long do we have?
A few minutes at most.
Plenty of time.
One down.
Tell the others. Watch your head. Enemy shuttle.
Think Tavit warned them?
Maybe. Doesn't matter now. Watch the pillars, or we'll lose the forge trying to save it.
Okay, all the bombs are disarmed. Now just the row car to worry about.
Don't go easy on them. Stay alert, whatever tactics necessary. Dead.
Jarl! Jarl! I killed Lathor! I killed him! I'm so sorry!
He's not dead. You are lucky.
I lost my mind, Jarl. I want to go home.
But the cause. I joined because of you.
I shot our brother.
Don't leave me. Let her go. I only want soldiers who are committed to our cause. Not weaklings who stand by and watch the destruction of our people at the hands of aliens.
You recruit kids and make them fight their family. It's sick. And so are you.
I speak for our people. And I say, you're done, Helios. Martyr me. Please. I dare you.
I made a promise to my friend that you're making really hard to keep.
They move onto our planets. They take our resources, make us weak. I've watched Ryder make planets habitable. Exactly. And they'll never let us forget it. He rescued your beloved Mosai. I know. Saved her life. I know. Stop defending them. The Mosai trusts Ryder. And stop. We've been fighting the wrong enemy. Maybe the enemy is this traitor. Easy.
Jarl?
Don't! The Mosai trusts Ryder. You've become a danger to your own people. Walk away. Or I kill you and reveal the resistance for the traitors they are.
Now only the true believers will be remaining.
The alien is not the monster here. I love my people. Come on. Let's get you home.
You okay?
Yeah. Thanks.
I'm so sorry, Lafu. I never...
Couldn't even kill me at short range.
They are here.
Let's give them a minute. Thank you for trusting me. Killing Aksul would have made the Roka stronger.
He shot you.
I'm glad he did. It exposed how far he'd fallen.
I've got to admit, you were pretty badass.
Can't let you be the only show-off. You've been practicing.
A little.
We should get back. I want to say goodbye before my family heads home.
Want a deal? Leaving Avarl. Bridge is yours, Pathfinder.
All systems green.
Pathfinder, you have...
Forgot to talk to Peavy and see if she had anything to say after the Archon.
Hey, are you okay? I shudder to think what the Archon meant to do with you. And I hated watching you die like that. I think of myself as daring and death-defying, but you?
You are daring. I had upped my game.
Well, you win. Jackass. Just don't get yourself exalted, okay? That asshole means to ketify us all.
Can't let that happen.
But he's close. He's almost figured out Krogan. It's the scariest thing. Ugh. Let's talk about something else, okay?
So what's your take? Is this Meridian what we think it is?
Everything we've seen, each remnant system we've uncovered, is connected to everything else. The bots, the monoliths, the vaults. It stands to reason that activating Meridian will connect the entire network and rekindle terraforming across the cluster.
So you think we're doing the right thing?
Well, yeah.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
Now off to Padromos, since quite a few of them, the Allies actually want to see me at Padromos. Padromos is on Eos, if you don't remember.
Pythias system, home of Eos and Prodromos. Descent is green.
Coordinating. Path is calm.
I'm good. You're here. Yeah, so listen, she's only got a minute or two, and she's in rare form today, just to warn you. She's here kickstarting repopulation protocols, reversing the chemical procreation blockers for colonists. Calls it boosting the batter. She's gonna talk your ear off about your civic duty as a man.
Then she'll find out what a skillful topic changer I am.
Good luck with that. The woman's tenacious. I mean, makes no never mind to me. No chance I'll ever oops a baby into the world.
Am I in?
Ah, Jill. About time. This is...
Save it. I asked you both to stop by, remember? Ryder? Pleasure. I know we're all very busy, so I have only one question for you.
Sure, go ahead.
What the hell did you do to him? It's like he's an adult or something. He can even have a mature conversation without it degrading into pot shots. Unless I take it there. What's your secret?
I have nothing to do with it. It's all him.
I call bullshit on that. It's definitely your influence. Something.
Maybe all these years you thought you knew me, you were sadly mistaken.
You wish. Okay, you're both off the hook. So glad I got to meet you, Ryder.
Likewise.
Liam marked something nearby. He should be here. For it.
Prodromos is suited up and ready to host.
Ready for the exchange, Pathfinder.
Grab your civvies. Going to get hot.
How did you do all this?
Well, it didn't take much. A ball, flat ground. Hustle would start games at refugee camps. I didn't get it then, but after the attack here and the shit with Varan's rescue, I wanted to try something. Low tech. What do you think?
It's good to get people's minds off of all the crap we go through.
Not just that. I didn't do it to distract them. We don't get distracted. We go head on. When it's life or death, you have to. No one's living or dying because of this. They're here because they want to be. I didn't get how important that is. Maybe that choice is how we stop being outsiders. Check the play! Free kick for charging. No charge for matchmaking. What?
Thanks, Liam.
For what? Building on what you started?
If you like.
Right. Well, you're welcome. Switch up. Ready to get in the game?
Yeah. The Pathfinder should make an appearance. Try to keep up, Costa!
Don't count on it. I'm complete rubbish.
Ascent is go.
Atmo. All clear. Welcome back.
In actuality, in order to travel from one star system to another, or from cluster to cluster, or galaxy to galaxy, how it showed taking over 600 years. From cluster to cluster, planet to planet, and from star system to star system, that could take days to hours. Hours between planet to planet, days between cluster to cluster. Weeks between cluster to cluster, depending on how you're going about it. Days between star systems. At least with how this technology works. With how it works now, it would take us years just to travel from planet to planet in our own solar system. Probably decades just to travel to another star system. Damn. Thinking about it, we're really far behind.